Okay, in this lesson I'm gonna cover calculus 1. So calculus 1. So what is a calculus? First of all, calculus you're learning derivative and integral. So normally you will learn a derivative and you also gonna learn a integral. So this is the integral. So that's what you're gonna learn in calculus. Okay. So 1 and 2. That's what it's gonna cover calculus. So the things is, what is the derivative? What is the calculus? What is the integral? So many things that you can figure out in your way to learn while you learn the calculus. But give you just the basic, idea is basically a change. The rate of change. The rate of change. You calculating the change. Okay. So like something is like constant. Constant means like 2, 4, 6, 8. It's kind of constant. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, or like 10, 20, 30. So kind of like a constant, right? So and then things is what they have a direction, right? 2, 4, they have a direction, right? So when they are in a constant, like a position, position, right, of time, position of time, because it's the rate of change. We say rate of change. These are the change. Change, but the rate is of time, change of time, position. Also, you can say position of time. So within that position, things are what? Constant, right? Constant. Things is constant, right? Constant moving, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. It's a constant, right? See, so many things, calculus involved. And then also they are accelerating, right? They are accelerating, they are accelerating, okay? So you're doing all of this. But if you're here with this calculation numbers and you want to get back here, this is the change. You go back here. This is the rate of change, okay? You calculate with all this changing taking place. So this is when you're doing what? Derivative right there. That's what you're doing, okay? The rate of change. So and then you give that a prime, okay? Prime. Let's say you are here and you want to get calculate this, you given a prime, okay? So to do so, and then so the reason they're gonna mention prime is like you are here the constant, right? You are here when you're doing constant, you have a velocity because you have a direction. Velocity, velocity, they have a direction, okay? So when things they have a direction, that thing has a velocity. In physics too. So calculus goes physics everywhere. Calculus goes everywhere. So now the things as like you are here with constant and you want to back to this point, then that's where you give in the prime, okay? But you are here, let's say you are in the accelerate. So you want to count from here the position, the point of the position time. Then you have to give 2 prime. Here you give 1 prime because you only want to go back here, but this time you take a 2 step. If you see double prime, you're calculating here to here, okay? So let's start it. I think I give you some idea what is this all stand for, and let me do it one problem. Let's say you have p of t equal to t squared minus 60 minus 5 and solve f prime of 2. So the t be f prime of 2 equal to, limit as h approaching 0, f of a plus h squared minus f of a. So as you can see, the t is now going to be a 2 because we have to find p prime. So p prime of 2, and the a now becoming a t, and t now becoming a 2. So that's what's going on. While the h is approaching the 0, the limit is this equation, f parenthesis f of a plus h squared minus f of a. So now we have to work our equation. So let's say pick a bracket, and then let's say 2 of 2 plus h squared, because we have here f of a plus h squared. So we have to put this at 2, right? 2 plus h squared here, minus, that come from here, t squared, minus 6 here, this is the 6, and then times t, right? So times, so our t now is a plus h, become rt, right? Which is the a going to be the 2, so 2 plus h, right? But we cannot square, we square this t, that's why we have to square here, and here no square, minus 5, that's why we say minus 5 here, and then we close it. Now we have to say minus this minus, open it, right? So we have now go back to our equation again, t square 2 square minus 6 times t minus 6 times 2 minus 5 all over h. We're done now. So we have to say limit as h approaching 0. This is what we find. So if you multiply here square, right? So you multiplying twice. 2 plus h times 2 plus h, right? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times h plus 2h. h times 2 plus 2h. h times h square. We have here 4. 2h plus 2h is 4h, h square. That's why 4 plus 4h plus h square. So we did this. Now minus 6 times 2 is minus 12. It's here, right here. And then we have minus 6 times h. So minus 6 times h. And then this is supposed to be a minus. Sorry. Yep, because it says here minus 6 times positive h, it will be minus 6, right? And then minus 5 is coming down, and then here we have minus times 2 squared is minus 4, and then minus times minus, here is a positive, and then 6 times 2 is 12, right? And then minus this minus, no sorry, this minus times this minus gives you what? Positive. And then what you have here? 5, right? So and then you close in. So all over this h, right? So now see, you have to combine together like a term. So we have 4 here, 4 here too, negative 4. This is gone. I'm just gonna circle those that is gone, that cancel each other. What we have here? 4h we have here, and then what we have? Negative here, I make negative, right? Negative 6h. So 4h and negative 6h becoming a negative 2h, right? And then h square, no h square here, this is gonna come down h square. And then we have negative 12 and we have positive 12. This is also cancel each other. What else we have? We have negative 5 and we have positive 5. They cancel each other. This is what we got now. And then all over what? H. So we have to keep our limit is h averaging 0. We have to say, right? So now we can here use the what? We can use like a different form, like expanding form. This is h square, right? So we can cancel, I think, this. So you can do like multiplication, you can use h. If I use multiplication, h times h, it gives me this, right? H square. And then we need minus 2h, right? Minus 2. If I do minus 2, so what's gonna happen here? H times h is h square. H minus 2h is minus 2h. So I can change it this way, so I can cancel this one, right? So you can cancel. It's like you have a 2 h over 2 divided 2, right? 1 h only left, so you can cancel this. Now what do we have? Only h minus 2. So what it says here, our h is 0. So 0 minus 2 equal to negative 2. We're done. So we can say limit as h averaging 0, right? The v prime of 2, that's what they ask. P prime of 2 equal to what? P prime of 2 equal to negative 2. That's what it is. So practice, and also you can plug negative 2 with t and see what you're gonna get. You might get 2, so and then you go back to that. The calculus is for a what? A rate of change, right? So you were here and you are somewhere with your velocity, then you want to v prime, so you're going back to the change, right? Go back to the change. That's what it is, and practice more will help.